Hi, my name's Amy Perez, and I'm so honored to be asking somebody very special some questions today. And I am so honored to introduce Dr. Ubong Atok, who is out of Abuja, Nigeria, who is now our official diamond. And we're so honored that he's with Pure People United, reaching everyone, touching lives, helping people. He hit diamond in record time across the whole world. Actually, he did it within 4 months. And so with that, I would love to introduce Dr. Ubong Atok. If you want to share a couple of words, that'd be great. One of the questions I did want to ask you is, what did you see when you saw Pure? What did you see?
Well, thank you so much, Amy Perez. Thank you for everything that you've done for me, not just me alone, and also for my team. I'm super grateful. What did I actually see in Pure? Well, like I always say, anyway they ask me, is the money. I saw the money. And when I looked at Pure, then I didn't really know much about the product, because the first thing I requested from the person that introduced me to Pure was the compensation plan. So I was then asking questions, do they really pay this huge amount of money? And the person said, yes, they do. So for me, that was the first thing I saw in Pure, was the money.
And then,
well,
what happened?
when I now
Since
got
you
into
saw
the
money,
business,
tell us what
because
happened a little bit.
yeah, when I now got into the business full time, I realized that I need to know more about the product, because to be a good business person, you need to get yourself grounded with what the product does and all. So that took me to a lot of research about it. Then I now realized that Pure is just more than, what I was thinking, because I thought Pure was just all the MLM companies that do come into Nigeria or Africa. They'll probably have one or two products just to come and make money out of from us. But when I saw the old package that Pure had in terms of the cleanse, balance and build, I knew this is something huge. So I did a research on the cleanse, did a research on the daily build, read a lot about it, went online. I now realized that Pure is actually quite huge. So at that point, I knew I have to be someone that is going to go very far with this company. So I started the process of making people do the right thing. When I started the business, like my colleague and senior colleague in our profession usually say, Dr. Ray, is the science behind the Pure Excel that brought me into Pure. That was the same reason why I actually joined too, because I looked at that particular supplement, Pure Excel. But getting on board with the company, I realized that they had other breakthrough products. And most of these products were like things of like cleanse. So I look at cleanse this way because back in when I was a child, my mom used to do this thing they call enema. They kind of pump my stomach with some fluid, like warm water. Then afterwards, you go to toilet immediately, get everything out of it. Because if you can agree with me, if not 90% or 95% of diseases originates from dirty colon. So with Pure telling people to first of all do cleanse, it means that they understand the concept of getting toxins out of the system. So doing that alone, I knew that this is a company that really, really care about the health of people. With the cleanse and build and balance system, man, Pure to me is truly amazing. Like, it's changing people's health, is getting money back into people's hands. So I should say, Pure, thank you.
So that's beautiful, Dr. Atok. So, and that's exactly right. You're trying to help people with their health and also people with their finances. But where did, when you saw this, where were you before? Like, you're like, I'm looking at it for the money, but why were you looking at it for the money? Where were you coming from? Because you're a physician. A lot
Well,
of times
I'm a
people say,
general
well, he's a
practitioner.
physician.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm a physician. I'm a general practitioner for, I think I've been practicing for 5 years now. I work for both government and also for private. Before I joined Pure, I was actually more like a doctor working from jobs to jobs. You know, I even pick up, should I say, duties of my colleague to just make an extra income because I had so many residual bills coming in from left, right, and center. So, I live in a very expensive city, where everything is on the high side. So I actually I have to do, sometimes I do overtime just to try to see if I can balance my expenses with the little income that comes in. But when I got to know about Pure, I had a different plan. I was on the verge of leaving the country. Everything was already processed for me to go and work in Maldives. I've already done the Skype interview. Everything was successful and all. I think the only thing is to leave the country. So a very good friend of mine and someone that I respect so much, Dr. Tony, called me. He told me that there's this thing that just got into the country, that he says this is something that we can both do it and we can really, really make a lot out from it. So I told him, what was that? He said, Pure. I said, what is Pure? Because in our country, there's this thing they usually call pure water. So I was thinking, are you trying to sell me pure water or what? He said, no, this is something different. Just take a look at it. So let's talk about it. So I went on my phone, did some little research about it. Then I actually saw a familiar face. I always say this, Dr. Ben Peters. When I saw, I said, I know this guy from somewhere. Like, this is someone that I've actually seen before from Max International. So it was like someone that gave credibility to the whole, Pure thing. So that actually made me took that chance on Pure. And I'm super grateful that I did that because that has actually changed my life. I don't know how things would have been with me if assuming I travel out of the country, because the plan was for me to go and work in Maldives for 1 year. Then from there, I'll relocate to Australia. But now Pure has changed everything. I don't think I'm probably going to leave this country in 2, 3, or 5 years from now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Look how Pure has changed your life. That's so awesome. Okay,
Yeah,
so the other question I have for you, so what has happened? So you started strategizing and helping people, and what has happened in your journey, and then where are you going with this?
Okay.
What has happened?
Well,
Some good things.
yeah, a lot of things are actually changed. Like my bank account has changed, most importantly. But there's something that has actually really happened in my life that I'm also grateful to, because I always want to say this to probably this might help a lot of people. Before I decided to do Pure, there's something that I did, and that was to first of all go to God Almighty. I first of all get on my knees and I told God that all my plans are. I've already gone so far with my processes of leaving this country. I've even paid some monies. But if this Pure is meant for me and my breakthrough is going to come through this, can you open the way for me? Can you make this thing favor me everywhere that I'm going to? Let your grace just goes with me. So after that prayer, I realized that my spirit agrees with everything about Pure. Before, it was a little bit of challenge for me to talk to people or to manage people. But Pure has actually given me that, that great, like, should I say, that opportunity for me to talk to people with so much confidence. Sometimes when I look at how everything has changed overnight, I'm looking at me piloting a team of people of different class, people of different personalities, and people of different attitudes. And I'm managing all these people, without chaos. I would just say it's God, because I know very well that I don't like anything that stresses me out. I run away from responsibilities, but Pure just gave me a different perspective in my life that I can actually do something like this. So that's one of the things I said that actually really changed my life, aside from, making very good money from Pure. Another thing that has actually changed also is the level of confidence that I have now. I can talk to anybody. Before, it was a bit of challenge for me to just meet any stranger and just say, hello, hi, can I talk to you about this thing? But I realized that nowadays, I'm at the bank, I'm talking to someone about Pure. I'm in the market, talking to someone about Pure. I'm in the mall, talking about Pure. Everything about my life is all about Pure. I wake up, every calls that come on to my phone is Pure, Pure, Pure. I'm like, will I ever have a social life aside from Pure? Hell no, I would still want to Pure and get the money. So that is another thing that has actually changed. And what has actually changed more that I appreciate more is my finances. Ah, you know, when I looked at the compensation plan of Pure and I asked the friend that told me about it, that is it possible to earn this money? Then it seems to me like a dream. But now that's a reality, you know. Getting a check of $5,000 a week, if you should convert such money, that goes into almost, if not close to almost 2 million naira. You know, I started Pure, and so far, I think I've been earning very good paycheck from Pure, ranging from hundreds of thousands to 300, 4, 5, 600, 700, 900 and something, 1.5, 1.6. So it's very, very good. Recently, I just went to Apple Store and I told them that I want iPhone 11 Pro Max, and they told me how much, $1,000+. I said, yeah, come on, let me make a transfer for you. Like, living the luxury life. So a lot of things is changing. Yeah, Pure is changing my finances. That I can agree with.
That's awesome. And, and so you've had that vision, and now that vision is becoming a reality. That's what's so
Yeah.
cool. And then you want to talk about your diamond? You hit diamond, that rank in 4 months. But the other thing is so exciting. You helped so many people along the way hit ranks. So that's the beauty of it, is how you're helping so many people, and you're helping to give a vision to so many people. I love that, because you're like, yes, we can do it, guys. We can do it, ladies. We can do it. And that's what's so nice. That's what's so awesome and inspiring about you. It's that you have done it, and you're also helping to pave the way like a pioneer. You're pioneering and helping people see this. So talk a little bit about the diamond.
Okay. Well, the diamond, the diamond rank is actually a rank that I've actually been dreaming about it, or praying about it a lot, because is one thing to pray, is the other thing for you to take actions of, like put your prayer into works. So what I do every day is that I'm someone that have I think 4 to probably 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day, which I don't recommend to anybody. So every day when I wake up, there's something I always do. People do this business, but they don't take it seriously. I can tell you that some people that are doing the Pure business, but they don't log into their back office every day. Every day when I wake up after going out for 30 minutes to an hour jogging, the next thing I do after praying to God, I get on my phone without reading any messages, without doing anything. I go to the back office. At the back office, I go to the graphical genealogy. I now start looking at for people. I clicked on everybody that their names can come into my mind. I looked at what are the volumes they have on each of their legs. So I get a pen and paper and I write it down that, oh, this person can actually achieve this rank if he or she just have a little bit of push. So I'll write down their names, and when the day breaks, the next thing I'll do, I'll start calling. I'll tell the person, have you checked your back office of recent? Do you see the massive volumes you have on this leg? Let's get you this rank. I call the ranks for people in my team. I think that's probably one of the things that I've actually, because it's one thing to have a vision of what you want. It's another thing for you to actually achieve that. For you to achieve that is for you to work as a team. So when I've gone through everyone's, back offices, and I've been able to pick out some people that can actually achieve something out of this, every other thing makes it so easy. Before, you can bear me witness, I've actually come close to ranking diamond. That was in less than 3 months before, but I couldn't get it. I didn't give up because I knew I can still achieve that. So talking to these people, giving everybody target, because the most important thing is that you help others to achieve success. Success will also come to you. Anybody that come into my team, I always try to make that person at least get 1 or 2 personally enrolled. So at least you could earn the fast start money that Pure pays. Everybody has their motivation, but you can agree with me that probably 90% of the people, the money will motivate them than what the product does. Because we are living in a very tough financial times. People need money. Money will excite people. So I try as much as possible to share the vision that Pure pays. So when anybody is able to enroll 1 or 2 person and gets paid, the person feels motivated and inspired to do more. And some people, ranking helps to motivate the spirit. So I try as much as possible to make people rank. I call ranks for people. The only thing I can say, this is just the human factor, but I would say God is the ultimate, because it's one thing to say something, to call forth on something, is the other thing to make it come to a reality. But I think with the special grace of God, because I'm attracting the right mindset of people into my team, people of class, people of great personalities. So this is probably one of the things that actually helped me to achieve this diamond rank within the shortest frame of time. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I had mute. The other thing also is that you have earned a trip to Canada. Okay. And you said that you want to take more people with you. And that's just like what you're doing. You're helping your people hit ranks. So the more people that you're helping hit ranks, the more people you're helping achieve other dreams, going on trips. Yeah. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, this is another thing that I've actually loved so much about Pure. For the fact that, Pure is unique in their own ways. A lot of MLM companies takes people to easy countries, like you can easily get visas, like places like Dubai, Maldives, and all. But Pure takes people to where so many people, like I'm saying this, for you as an American, it's probably easy for you to get a visa to Canada. But as an African, it's a little bit tough. So Pure coming out to say they are going to sponsor 100 people, all expense paid for, to Canada. That is huge. I'm saying this because every day we have a lot of people that is processing for Canadian visa and they got rejected. So to me, it's like a selling point. To me, Canada is not like a dream country for me. I've never thought of going to Canada, but qualifying, good. Pure giving me such opportunity to visit a country like that. I really appreciate that. But I think I looked at it because when that promo trip came out, so many people actually really wanted to go. So I use it as a selling point that if you put in the hard work, you can actually get to go to Canada. I remember when I joined, it was like few days after when I joined, that was October 30th or so. That was in November that the Canadian trip, before it was a Maldives trip, they now changed it to Canadian trip, came out and all. And I remember you telling me that, are you going to be qualified for this? I said, yeah, don't worry. I'm going to get it done. But my greatest need at that point was people in my team to go with me. And I've always been saying it. I want minimum of at least 10 people to come to Canada. Let's all go there, just shout about like pure. Let's say everything about pure, 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 pure. And when we come back, the momentum will keep, growing and all, because I know Pure has exciting trips for us. It's not just Canada. I've heard of the Italy trip, the I think US trip and all, and other trips too. So for me, the Canada thing, by the special grace of God, minimum of 10 people in my team will go with me to Canada. So.
That's right. I love it. I love it. And one more thing, you've also earned a special recognition of a car, because all diamonds have that opportunity to have a car. Are you excited about that?
Yes, I'm super excited about that, and that actually took my attention to something I read somewhere. I think it was on a post someone did about 6 months of focus could actually, put you 5 years ahead. So I looked at it this way. I've always dreamed of living a luxury life. And what do I mean by having a luxury life is having the things you want at ease. You don't need to struggle much. When I joined Pure, you were one of the people that sent the paychecks, the round check of our Pure Pays, and asked me to put it somewhere. Every day I should be looking at it and believing in it. I did that. Even on my phone, I have my vision board, on my phone. Like there's a way I do it, like every morning I get to see it. And also have a written goals, like clearly written on somewhere where I get to look at it every morning. So initially, everything that I'm getting right now and I'm achieving it down is things that I wrote it down since last year when I joined Pure. So this particular car that I'm qualified for is a car that I've always wanted. Every day I open Mercedes C-Class 300, 2016, 2017 model, looking at it, dreaming about it, and, finally, that dream is now a reality. Because I've been able to, what I love about Pure, they gave me the opportunity to choose the car that I actually wanted. So I went on Instagram. I looked for the car, looked for the best of the best. And finally, I'm a luxury car owner. I'm not stopping because I have other things that I want to get. A luxury house, I've put it out on my vision board, and through Pure, I'm going to achieve that. I want to send out this message to everybody out there because I know this video is going to go places. If you believe in something, with prayer and massive actions, you can get it. MLM is something that has changed over the years. The narratives is changing every day. Take a look at the kind of people that are coming into the MLM industry. Like in my team alone, I have we are a team made up of doctors, professors, engineers, nurses, pastors, So we are changing lives, and we are also changing the narratives, this perception about MLM. That is huge. Anybody can do this. I know this thing is not for everybody. If someone told me 10 years ago that I'm going to make most of my money from MLM, I'll probably say that's a lie. I love business. I love money, but I didn't think it's going to come from this. So Pure might not be your dream thing to do, but it could actually help you get your dream needs. That's the way I see it. That's why every day, anybody that I talk to, I always tell people, if you are looking for money, Pure is the answer. If you are looking for better health, Pure is also the answer. So you have to do Pure. You just have to do it.
That's absolutely incredible, Dr. Atuk. I think that with that note right there, I think we should stop because you are so inspiring. Everybody needs to do Pure because that's what this is all about. Helping people with their health and their finances and changing the destiny of their families and changing their legacy. So I love that. With that, Doctor, do you have any other final words?
Well, like my people used to say this, the word is enough for the wise. My life changed just in 4 months. Um, I'm now in the millionaire circle. You know, I can afford to get anything at this point without the fear of I'm running out of cash or anything. So I would just try to encourage everyone out there. If you are coming into this business, be excited about it. Be passionate about what you do. Some people come into this business and they want to do it like, should I say, in a passive way. I believe in anything you put your mind out there that you want to succeed in it. It's one thing for you to be saying the words, I want to be successful, I want to be this. Without actions, without the hard work, you can never get it. I've not actually seen any successful man out there or a businessman that tells me that it just come into money. You know, if you didn't inherit it from your parents, but if you started from the grass to grace, it means that you've actually sacrificed a lot. I'm saying this because I've sacrificed most of my personal time. I've forgotten about what it means to have fun. I've forgotten about what it means to travel, to do things. Sacrifice my time to make sure that I build a system that works and a system that pays. So if someone wants to get success in Pure, you need to put in the work. It's not just you saying yes and you go back to sleep. It's about you saying yes and you get up and work. So to everybody out there, if you want Pure to change your life, definitely it's going to do it. But if you are just doing it because a friend of yours is doing it, then you are not ready to really succeed in this. That's all I can say. So
Excellent.
thank
It
you
is a
guys. Grace.
networking. Yes, it
Yes.
is a networking company. So, all right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Doctor. All right. Say, let's go Pure.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Awesome.
go. Live Pure.
Pure. Live pure.